I am afraid of rejection. I am afraid of abandonment. I am afraid of heartbreak. When you're constantly in protect mode, you are not receiving anything. Love can't get in, support can't get in, and the life you really want, it can't get in either. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of I'm Just Saying, the podcast where we keep it real, all about life, love, and everything in between. I'm Jess, your go-to accountability coach, and I will be helping you get real with yourself so that you can finally get the life that you've been wanting so badly. So I don't want to take up too much of y'all time, so we're going to go ahead and hop right on into the topic. And today we're going to be talking about why it's so damn hard to let somebody in. And sis, I already know this is about to hit home for a lot of us. So go ahead and get comfy, grab your iced coffee, grab your water, grab your tea, grab your wine. Girl, go for a walk, put them headphones in, do whatever it is that you need to do. Because this conversation, it's about to get real. So let me paint the picture for y'all. Let me paint the picture real quick. You meet somebody. They're cool. The vibe is right. Conversations are flowing. But then the closer they get, the more you pull back. You're suddenly busy. Responses are shorter. And before you know it, boom, it's like magic. You're emotionally unavailable again. Does that sound familiar? Or how about this? You've been hurt before, right? And somewhere along the line, you promised yourself that no one was ever going to make you feel like that again. So now you keep people at arm's length. Now you let them see just enough to think that they know you, but not enough to really know you. So familiar, so familiar. And girl, I get it. I definitely get it because I used to do, matter of fact, let me not get too ahead of myself because I still do these things when I first meet someone, but I used to be really bad at it. I used to do this exact same thing, and it's something that I'm currently working on as we speak. I thought I was protecting my peace, but really, I was protecting my fear. I was afraid, still afraid. I am afraid of rejection. I am afraid of abandonment. I am afraid of heartbreak. And that, my friend, is a recipe for loneliness because you will be so afraid that the people that really care for you and want to be there for you, you will do everything in your power to push them away. While the people that have motives will take those weaknesses and use them against you. They will go above and beyond to make you trust them. They will go above and beyond to make all those insecurities you feel like they shouldn't exist. And they will do all of those things for personal gain. And that is why it's so important for us to work on our insecurities, for us to work on our trauma, because it leaves a bullseye on your back for people to use and abuse you. So today we're going to break all of that down. We are going to talk about why we keep these emotional walls up, how to recognize when we're doing it, and what it's costing us in the long run. Because truth be told, playing it safe may be keeping you single and disconnected from the love that you really want. All right, ladies. So we're here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the walls that we build. And sis, they don't just go up overnight. These walls, they've been under construction for years, built brick by brick, built with the bricks of disappointment. All those times you gave your all and it just wasn't enough, built with the bricks of betrayal when you trusted someone and they let you down time and time again, and built with the final brick of rejection when you found yourself opening up and being vulnerable to someone, even though that's something you do not normally do, and you got shut down. And listen, I'm not here to judge at all, because I know that these walls, they're survival tactics. And you didn't just build them for fun. Oh no, don't get it twisted. I definitely know you didn't build them for fun. You built them because at some point they protected you. And sis, they probably still do. But the only problem is they're not only keeping out the bad, they're keeping out the good too. Because here's the thing, when you're constantly in protect mode, you are not receiving anything. Love can't get in, support can't get in, and the life you really want, it can't get in either. You block out everything. And it's only because either you're afraid to do the work or you don't know how to do the work. So you decide and you choose to just shut it all down. But once again, that gets us nowhere, because not only are you blocking out the bad things, the bad people, you're also blocking out the good things, the good people, those blessings you've been waiting for. They're waiting for you to accept them, but you're too afraid because you think you just may get triggered by something that you experienced in your past. So we've scratched the surface just a little bit, but let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper into this conversation, because knowing is half the battle. And how can you confront something when you don't even know or notice that you're pushing people away? And sometimes it's not as obvious as we think it is. One of the first things you may notice yourself doing, you may notice yourself downplaying your feelings. You tell yourself you don't really like him like that, but deep down, you do. You do like him. But once again, we're playing it safe. And playing it safe gets us where? Gets us nowhere. And the second thing you're probably doing, oh, you're not going to like this one. You over there playing it cutesy and being demure, but you're avoiding those deep conversations. Yeah, you're keeping it real surface level because you don't want to really let anybody into your world, because you're afraid they just may come in and destroy some shit. But what if they came in and repaired some shit? What if they came in and built some shit? What if they came in and brought some shit? Last thing that you probably do, and this is probably one of the most obvious ones, self-sabotage. You're sabotaging your good connections. When things are going too well, you start looking for reasons to walk away. And this is one that is usually easy to point out, but the only problem is you can't point it out until after you've already cut the person off. You can't point it out until you've already detached yourself. You've already destroyed the connection that you had with this person. You already destroyed a good connection. Now, does any of that sound familiar? It's okay. You don't have to tell me. I know you probably just over there nodding your head like, dang, like she's hitting it. She's hitting the nail on the head. But don't worry. Don't worry because you're not alone. Like I said, I too suffer from the same things. Maybe not as bad as I did in my past. Thank God for God. Thank God for a therapist. Thank God for grace. Thank God for forgiveness. Thank God for new opportunities. Thank God for me. Thank God for you. Because every chance that is given to you, you have the opportunity to take it. Because life is all about choices. And every morning that you wake up and breathe fresh air, it's a new day for you to make better choices. And I know we get really caught up in the past and all of the past decisions that we've made, but we have no control over that. It's all said and done now. All we can do is focus on moving forward, doing better, being better. So let the past be the past and live in the present. So now that you know how to identify when you are pushing people away, let's talk a little bit more about what these emotional walls are really costing you. First thing is costing you is real intimacy. You can't experience anything real if you are not letting it flow genuinely, authentically, organically. Just letting things flow. You'll never be able to experience real intimacy. You'll never be able to experience those deep connections. How can your connection get deep if you're avoiding deep conversations? How can your connections get deep when you won't allow anyone to get beyond the surface level of you? How can your connections get deep if you won't allow people to really be in your world? And the last thing it's costing you is the thing that we all yearn for so much. And that's the chance to experience mutual love. The love that you give, being able to experience that in return. That's something that you just probably will never be able to experience because you're so guarded, you're so closed off. And believe it or not, in a way, you're a little negative. You're a little negative because you're constantly waiting for that other shoe to drop. Your glass isn't half full. It's a quarter empty, sis. You're not looking at it through positive lenses at all, which is why you're being so guarded. Nothing positive comes out of you operating out of fear. You can't be afraid. You got to get your faith up. Got to get your faith up. And sis, I get it. I definitely get it. Because staying safe, it feels safe. But playing it safe is keeping you in the same place. And if you're listening to this, I know that's not where you want to stay. Now we can go ahead and get into my favorite part because I'm all about action, all about resolutions, all about figuring things out. That's so exciting. Trying something new, something different, so you can have different outcomes. So now we're going to talk about how do we move past repeating this same cycle over and over and over again. Don't worry, I got you. So the first thing you need to do, you need to acknowledge the fear. You can't be in denial about it. You have to face it head on. Admit that you're scared to get hurt again. It's okay. Believe it or not, the person that's interested in you and you're interested in, I'm pretty sure they don't want to get hurt either. The second thing you need to do is set boundaries. not walls. Set clear boundaries that you are comfortable with sticking to, because boundaries can protect you, walls isolate you. And the third thing is to just take small risks. You don't always have to go out and take a big leap, a huge leap. Hey, if you want to, if you feel comfortable enough to do that, go for it, sis. But once again, we're operating from a safe place. So it's okay to kind of like stick your toe out there a little bit. That's fine. Just let someone see one layer of you, then another layer of you. And you just keep peeling those layers back slowly. And in due time, you'll look up, you will have let someone experience the whole you. Because, girl, trust does not have to be all or nothing. It's okay to take baby steps. But the thing about it is, sis, you got to at least take the first one. So before we wrap this up, I want to leave you all with this. I want you to take a moment, sit down and really ask yourself, are you protecting your heart or are you just keeping it locked away? And if this has hit home for you today in any kind of way, I want to hear from you. Feel free to slide in my DMs or just drop a comment down below. Let's talk about it. Or if you're really feeling bold, you can send me an anonymous confession for my new segment that's going to be coming out really soon. Sis, be for real. It's a new segment where I will be reading off anonymous confessions that women have sent in to me asking for my advice, and I will give you my big sister bestie advice. And sis, you never know, your story just may help someone else. All right, y'all. So that is it for today's episode. If you're feeling this conversation, please make sure you're subscribed and share this with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, love can't get in if you're too busy trying to keep everything out. I'm just saying, but sis, what are you saying?